Hello everybody, I'm Rodstream, and I'm here with another episode of A Dance of Fire and Ice. Now for today, I'm not going to be doing any constellations, but mostly focusing on viewer suggestions, since there's a bit of a queue for a lot of them. And I just want to, trim down the queue a little bit so that way it's not like... That way I don't have like a large list of levels to play, because, then after a while it'll probably take a decent amount of time for me to get to like more recent level suggestions, which, you get what I'm trying to say. So... yeah, let's just get started on these level suggestions. XM1, Pretty Shooting Star. So, I got suggested this level because they said that this would be a nice level to really start off for any episode, just like, like as a nice warm-up map. So I'm like, you know what, okay, cool. Fair enough. So that's why I'm playing this one first. Okay. Oh, that's an interesting 6-tap, because you gotta wait a little bit. It's like an interesting variation from a pattern in Rainy Gate, if I recall correctly. So yeah, XM2, really beautiful, nice and handsome, and perfect stairs. I added an extra "and" in there. But basically, that long title is all that meant was just S-pens, right? But maybe it'll be like distractions on those stairs, just to make them have a little extra pizzazz, Because otherwise that was a pretty simple rhythm from like 1X. XM3, a train running in the rain. That's a pretty intense title. Okay. It sounded like the end of the song, but for all I know, that could just be like a fake end, But I don't know. I know this song already though, because it is Storm, composed by Ria and Hanseong, which I've actually played this chart a while, or not the chart, but the song. And this song's a bit interesting. But honestly, with the other chart of this song, I just remember there being a huge difficulty spike, so hopefully that doesn't also happen there. Also, the other chart also had pseudos too, so that was interesting. Alright, here we go. So you want to be distraction on these? Maybe? Who knows? Just gotta be a little cautious here. Alright, hit me with that weaved heart mix-up, so that's pretty nice. Alright, these are just regular S-pens. I hyped them up a little too much. But hey, checkpoint. I'll take it. Vibing with the song, of course. Ooh, we gotta watch out for that triangle. Alright, there you go. That's pretty satisfying to play. Now we're back onto the 6-taps here. Alright, there you go. There actually wasn't any difficulty spike here. The difficulty was a lot more balanced in this chart when I compare it to the other chart of this song. So, yeah. Definitely a nice warm-up, though. Because it definitely wasn't very tough, but it wasn't easy either. Got the fingers moving due to those triangle 6-taps, but also there's some other triangles separated throughout the level as well, so definitely a nice map to really start off for today. Don't mind me completely forgetting to mention who the previous charter was, by the way. But luckily, with the power of editing, I can add a little text message saying that the charter of that map was damning. But anyway, let's get started with this map. DW1. Name I cannot pronounce at all. So, yeah, let's get started. So, I was suggested this level because there's an interesting tile gimmick that happens in the level. And they thought that I'd have a fun time playing through it. So I'm like, alright, cool, I like myself a fair gimmick every once in a while. Anyway, that first tutorial is pretty basic rhythms here. Alright. DW2. Another thing I can't pronounce at all, but... ooh, okay. Definitely got the tricilo, triangle, and square mix-ups right there. Definitely pretty satisfying to play, though. I do like it. DW3. Another name that I cannot pronounce at all. But hey. Just seems like more triangles. It's basically like Triangle Dance 2.0 from Rose Garden. Hey, look at this. You always like playing some triangles, though. Really satisfying to play, as always. DW4. Another thing that I cannot pronounce at all. Ooh, what was that blur? I wonder what that... Does that mean, like, there's going to be more distractions and parts like that? DW5. A name that I cannot pronounce. Is this the... Oh, is this the tile gimmick right here? Oh, this is cool! Oh, that is really cool. The tiles, like, jump up so that way you know which tiles are next. That is really satisfying to play, though. I really enjoy that. And so, we have our main level here, I guess. Oh, boy. Dust Wind, composed by Plum, and charted by Bingsu. There you go. I didn't forget to mention the charter this time around. Alright, let's go. Ooh. This song is... Ooh, this has a decent amount of pace to it, you know? I guess we're hitting into that, that dust wind, I guess? Oh, this, like, speed makes it so that those triangles are gonna be a little bit, pretty tricky. Ooh, a scaling triangle. Holy crap. I'm liking the song, though. It really feels like a finale, you know? Ooh. Again? I wonder when this tile is gonna come in. Okay. Powerful dust wind blows. Oh, here we go. Ho ho ho! That was fun, holy crap. Oh, what a fun and cool chart, holy crap. Oh, it's so satisfying to play through all those triangles, and the tile gimmick, so cool, I really enjoy it. I mean, the tutorial really helped me out in trying to sight read that, but holy crap, is it very conveyed very well. Since the tile bounce makes it so that you're able to detect which tiles you're going to play next. Super fun to play. I had a really good time with this one. Also, the decorations and stuff, I really like it too. Alright, here we go. So this is next level that was suggested. I would suggest this level because this level has interesting mid-spin usage and also an interesting time signature, which, okay, cool. Wild's Greenery won the mid-spins. Almost forgot to read the tutorial names. There you go. Which, you know, the premise is that, you know, there's a lot of interesting mid-spin usage, and there's a weird time signature, which I figured was interesting. I mean, sometimes I can't even detect if a weird time signature is even happening at times, so I don't know if that'll affect me as much, but maybe I'll tell if these rhythms get, like, really weird. Wild's Greenery 2, Going Down With. I feel like there's supposed to be an extra word there, but there just isn't. So it's just kind of like a cliffhanger. Okay, cool. Nothing too complicated so far. Wild Greenery 3, climbing by use mid-spins. Oh, it's like a lot of 3-point turns. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are just basically all 3-point turns. just they're constantly coming at you, so that might be a little tricky, but hey, it's okay. Wild's Greenery 4, twirl and mid-spin. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Definitely, that last pattern's a little bit tricky, but as long as I remember that it's basically a 7-hit square, I should be fine. Wild's Greenery 5, twirl in the mid-spin. Wait a minute. Ah, okay, cool. Okay, those twirls are really used weird, though. Ah, okay. The red twirl is a little bit misleading, though, because it implies that you're going in the inside of the next point turn, but it isn't. It's going like the long way around. Wild's Greenery 6, mid-spins, which face each other. Okay. Well, luckily, you can use the mid-spin shape, and also, like, you see, like, this corner piece right here. That's how you can tell that there's a mid-spin. If there's, like, 2 mid-spins, like, overlapping each other, so that way you know when to play the next mid-spin. Definitely a tip in terms of sight reading, I guess. I don't know. You might have already knew that already, but I felt like saying it. Wild's Greenery, composed by Plant Guy, and also charted by Plant Guy. And I was actually pretty excited for this chart, because Plant Guy's levels are always very unique and pretty gimmick-heavy. So, pretty excited to play through this one. So far, the tutorials are basically, like, outlining the entire level, basically. Yep. Like, this is the same. I forgot what the tutorial name was already called, but basically the constant 3-point turn mid-spins. Okay. Ah, now we got the twirls now. I am liking the visuals of Plant Guy's levels, though. Like, they always look pretty unique looking, I will say. So, like, you can easily tell that this is, like, a Plant Guy level. Okay. There you go. Nice. Okay, cool. Definitely pretty tricky, though, I will say. Because you definitely got to be very used to reading mid-spins a lot. Alright, here we go. F1-1 Sky Hills. So, the reason why I was suggested this level was because the person who requested said, you know, you need some more Frums in your life. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess fair enough. So this is a Frums song. So, it's going to be a little bit of those weird rhythms in there, I guess. So we definitely got to be a little cautious. But so far, that was pretty regular for the first tutorial. F1-2 Half Moon. Alright, there you go. Definitely a bit unnatural, but nothing too crazy. Okay, cool. I can't even remember my own name. composed by Frums, and charted by Damning. Alright, cool. Already, we got some nice angle action here going on here. Oh god. There you go. Oh man, it's so slow though. Holy crap. Okay. Ooh, okay. Nice visual so far. I'm liking how the tiles look though. This is surprisingly relaxing though, which I did not expect, but you know, I'll take it. Okay. But I know that's, I mean, I guess the map isn't that fast, but I know that wasn't really like the hard part of the song, because judging by the second tutorial, it looks like the song gets a bit more faster. So, wondering when that's gonna happen. Nice classic pursuit loop. Ah, here we go. Here's when the real challenge starts now. Okay. This isn't too unnatural. Sorry, this is Frums. It's really just that half mood pattern that's a little bit funky. Nice. Cool. Nice little Frums chart. I mean, had a couple of weird rhythms in there, but wasn't too difficult. And I mean, I guess that was just a nice dosage of Frums. Alright, so I'm here with another chart. Toy Box or World 1. Planet Orbit Changer. The Rough Jumping. So I was suggested playing this level because this level has a gimmick with orbit easing. Oh, we're already seeing it already. I thought I was going to have to go through a couple of tutorials to see it, but okay. But yeah, orbit easing gimmick. And the person behind the suggestion level wanted to see like how good I am with just, you know, getting used to weird orbit easings, you know? So I figured, alright, why not? This seems like a different kind of challenge, you know, messes with orbit easing, which I don't think I've seen many maps mess with it. But let's carry on. Toy Box or World 2. Second thing, the smooth jumping. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now the trick with this orbit easing is that the map, or the chart really, doesn't get faster or slower if orbit easing changes. It just like makes it so that you can't really rely on the planet orbit too much. You kind of just have to rely on, like, you know, if you already know the speed of the song, then use that information to determine like how fast the tricilos are, how fast the squares are in the pattern, you know? Toy Box or World 3. Artilic Confused. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it also helps if you count it out too. Since this song is actually pretty slow, though, it is actually pretty easy to count it out, actually. So maybe counting it out wouldn't be such a bad idea if you're really struggling with this. I mean, so far, it's not too bad, because the rhythms here are relatively simple. Toy Box or World 4. Great to see you, U-turn. Okay. Oh, but weird orbit easing on U-turn tiles are really tricky, for me at least. Oh boy, I think that's going to be the real challenge of this for me at least, because it means I'm going to have to count a beat in my head. And since the map's pretty slow, I'm going to be waiting for a pretty long time. But yeah, This map definitely isn't challenging in its like speed or anything like that. It's definitely just challenging on your ability to read rhythms when the orbit easing is really screwed up, which I do like a different kind of challenge. Toy Box or World 5, the second visitor. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to to count out those beats in my head, because holy crap, doing those U-turn tiles without counting, I'm pretty sure I'd probably get it too early or just miss it completely, or most likely get an overload as well. Toy Box or World 6, Merciless Changing. Okay, Trasilos. 1, 2, 3. All right, cool. Okay, those bit-ins are pretty satisfying to hit though. Bam, bam. Nice. Oh, what's this symbol? Oh, that just changes you into the regular orbit easing? Oh, cool. That's nice to have. I mean, at least that gives me, a bit of a sigh of relief, though, because that means I'm not going to be playing through the entire map in the weird orbit easings. So, yeah. Toy Box or World 7, Mid-Spin Stairs. Oh yeah, these are like this is like a Trasilo, isn't it? Ooh, what is it? Oh, I think that's a triangle. Right triangle. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, cool. Plant Guy, or nope, I said it wrong where I should say the song name first. Toy Box or World, composed by Plant Guy and also charted by Plant Guy. So we have another Plant Guy chart here, and yeah. This one has a really interesting gimmick though, I will say. I don't think I've ever seen any other chart really mess with orbit easing, or at least not as its like main theme. But it's very interesting nonetheless. And it's definitely very slow, so it can definitely warrant these visual gimmicks. There you go, here we go. So we definitely gotta, kinda gotta get the beat ingrained, Just, go at a relaxing pace. There you go. Oh, U-turn coming up. 1, 2, 3. There you go. This is a really strange world, I will say. It's definitely this is one of Plant Guy's more bizarre worlds I've seen. I have no idea what's happening here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Alright. I think I'm getting pretty used to this now. Thankfully due to those tutorials though. Nice. Alright, here we go. Oh, now we got the Trasilo mid-spins, I guess. Alright, there you go. That's the end. Bam. There you go. I really enjoyed that chart, though. Really nice usage of the orbit using, though. It's definitely implemented in a fair way. And I guess and thankfully you can tell when it's about to happen, too, due to the symbols as well on the tiles. Really, really cool. I also like the visuals as well. It's a really nice chart from Plant Guy. Alright, so here we go. FC1 tall squares. Now, I suggested this level, but there was no description, so, you know, I'm just playing it, you know? But so far, judging from the song, you know, just judging from this tutorial music, it doesn't seem too bad. So just like a rectangle that goes into a Z-bend, right? Well, doesn't sound too bad so far. Seems pretty simple. FC2, triangle roads. Ooh, back-to-back triangles. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty satisfying to play, but I can tell it's gonna be a bit more challenging because I expect the main song is gonna be a little faster. Then I gotta get my triple game up. FC3, Tangled Roots. You know what? I've actually seen this pattern. Not because I played another custom level, because I actually created a custom level with this pattern. In my first ever level that I ever created, called Ignition, that chart was never finished, by the way. I kind of just abandoned it. I mean, you can see what that chart was. I think it was like the first bonus episode I ever created for the series, but you can see what it looks like. It's definitely like still unfinished, but it definitely had a pattern similar to this, but there's like, I had like another variation of this pattern where there's also right triangles as well. I think it was a pretty interesting rhythm. Sorry for like low-key like chilling my own custom level there. Anyway, FC4, prickly trees. Ooh, this is like a 9x pattern. Oh, I rarely see, I don't think, this is like the first time I've kind of seen it in a custom level. But holy crap, does it work pretty well, because the piano's like, doo-ding, 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 I'm like, yeah. FC5, brambles. Okay. Nice. Love playing that rhythm. It's really satisfying. It's like a 3-point turn, and then it's like a double triangle tap. FC6, the old statues. Okay. Yep, just seems like U-turns into Tricilos. There you go. That was a nice little relaxing pattern. I'm guessing that's probably like near the end of the song, so I guess the ending of the song has a nice little relaxing ending, which I do appreciate. AR Forest of Cluck. Okay. And yeah, also this level was charted by Damning. Almost forgot to mention who charted the song again. Or who charted, well yeah. I don't know what else I was trying to say there. Ooh. Nice. Okay. I was expecting like a big back-to-back triangle, but it looks like I didn't have to worry about it too much. Cool. Ooh. Ah, here we go. Now we're getting into like the real patterns of this map. Oh, there's like a subtle sound that you have to pay attention for those. Okay. Bam. There you go. Oh, there's that piano. There you go. Cool. I was a little worried about that back-to-back triangle, but looks like I got it in the bag. those triplets. I just like all of a sudden just swing at the end. Alright. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it was a nice little chart to really end off things off on, you know? Lots of triplet triangles, which I always do enjoy. And nice like visuals in the background that definitely do give off a main level feel, which I do always appreciate. Really nice chart by Damning once again. Alright, let's get started. Storm, composed by Rian Hanseong and charted by Damning. I think this level belongs in advanced, like, because, you know, it's not too difficult, but it's not easy either. Because there's 6 tap triangles, right? And that might be a little tricky since you have to, like, wait for it a little bit, but I don't think it's really like super tricky at all. And besides everything else in the chart, everything else is kind of like the usual stuff, you know. There's a couple of triangles and a couple of like 3-point turns and bends and stuff. Nothing too complicated at all. It's just the usual stuff that you kind of see in many levels. So that's why this level belongs in advanced. Dustwind, composed by Plum. Oh man, I really like this level. It's going to belong in the hard tier, though, because it is decently fast, and there are a lot of triangles. So you're going pretty fast with a lot of triangles, which may be pretty tricky. Next thing up is that there's the visual gimmick that happens later on in the map, which is very fun to play, but it can definitely be very tricky to kind of read, because you kind of have to, like, pay attention to like the distance between the planets and the next tile, so that way you can play it at the correct time. It is very like, it's not like you're constantly playing new rhythms constantly, it's just that you're playing very similar rhythms with like a couple of like mix-ups in the way. But this is definitely a pretty tricky level, so yeah, that's why it belongs in hard. Wild's Greenery, composed by Plant Guy. I think this level just belongs in advanced. I mean, it's a very tricky mid-spin level with a weird time signature, which might be a little weird, but admittedly, I don't think I really get messed up by time signature that often. I can't really think of a time where a song has a weird time signature and I get like really messed up by it. But yeah, this level really relies on you having the ability to like read more unorthodox mid-spin patterns. But since there's a bunch of tutorials that kind of explain all of these patterns, I feel like it won't be like as daunting as it looks. I can't even remember my own name, composed by Frums. I think this level just belongs in another advanced. It gets kind of fast at like the later end of the level, but since it's pretty repetitive, it's not like you're dealing with like constant new patterns constantly. It's just that the rhythms there are a little weird, but that's kind of it. In terms of like Frums rhythms, like this is definitely on the more tamer side when you really think about it. Toy Box or World, composed by Plant Guy. I'm putting this in normal because I think if this didn't have the weird orbit easing, this would actually be an easy level. But because there's a little bit of strange orbit easing going on there, you kind of have to really count stuff in your head in order to get the rhythm down correctly. Since there's a bunch of tutorials, it really does help out a lot, but I think the U-turn tiles are still like really tricky in this level, so this provides like a nice little challenge, especially if you sometimes struggle with orbit easing. This might be a good level to kind of practice on reading weird orbit easings. Forest of Clock, composed by A.R. Forrest. Now I think this level belongs in the advanced tier. It's just, there's a lot of varied rhythms, but I don't think it's like super tough. Really the hardest part are the back-to-back triangles, but I feel like it's not really fast enough to warrant it going up to like a hard tier. I think it still just belongs in the advanced tier, but it might be a little bit more on the harder side of all the advanced tier levels. But there's a lot of, you know, varied rhythms, like the reverse 9x rhythm of like, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically when you do a double tap and then you have to wait for a decent amount of time. Overall, a level that is not really tough, but it's not easy either, and I think it will provide a nice challenge for beginners. And that's really it for all the levels that I played today. I've just realized that played like all the levels had tutorials, which is nice. I really always enjoy tutorials because generally that means that the charter actually got composed the music for tutorials or got someone else to compose the tutorial music, which is really cool. And I do enjoy it too because tutorials are really good, especially if you want to like introduce gimmicks in your level. And yeah, now that I've cut down the suggestions quite a bit, you could expect me to get back into some more constellation levels. And since I really have nothing much else to say, hopefully I'll see you another day.